Hello Libra, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, then welcome. I am Kay. I am an astrologer, a numerologist and a spiritual witch here on YouTube. So Libra, this is your monthly horoscope for the month of July, and what I see for you is a lot of activity around your career and your direction for sure. As we start the month, if we look over on the right hand side, we've got a chart here. This is for the full moon. But as we start the month, before we get to the full moon, just to let you know that your career and your direction is really under the spotlight, because you're going to have the sun here. So on the chart where we've got number 2 in the arrow, your 10th house, this is the focus. Now the sun brings health, growth, vitality and all that good stuff. So it's a really good time for you to place your energy here while the sun is blessing this. Now as we move to the full moon, which is going to be on the 13th of July at around 6:38 p.m. my local time. For you it could be the same day, it could be the day after, it does depend where you are. The full moon is going to fall for you actually around your home, your family and your private life. And if we look on the chart, we've got the sun circled in pink and we've also got the moon circled in pink, and this is what gives us a full moon, when we have these two energies in opposite signs and they are facing each other. Now this kind of aspect, when we have a full moon, it often brings around the need to make a decision, and I often say this because you have the sun and the moon, masculine and feminine, in two different signs. In this context we've got Cancer and Capricorn, and they see life completely differently. You know, they're two different energies, so it's about balance and decision making. This is going to fall where we've got number 1 and the green circle for you. So it's your home, your family, your private life, anything that has happened in the recent past and your overall foundation and security in life. This is where this decision making could come into play for Libra. Now when I say private life as well, this is not things that you put on social media at all. This is things that goes on, you know, behind closed doors and things that you keep to yourself. It's here where you need to make some decisions, potentially for some of you. We're going to have the planet Pluto and Mercury offer some assistance. Pluto, if we look on the left hand side where the circle is in pink, we've got the moon. Just under that we've got Pluto. He is forming a conjunction with the moon during the full moon, and so when they conjunct, their energies are so close, they're working together, and this is an aspect of harmony. Now Pluto is about change, transformation. The moon is about our emotions and how we feel. So when it comes to your home life, your private life, the recent past, your foundations and how secure you feel in life, Libra, you could have an emotional change of heart about this, or something could happen this month potentially to stir up some kind of emotional feeling within you, and you may need to make a decision. Over the other side we've got Mercury, which is the planet of thought, which will be conjunct with the sun, and where this will happen for you is up where we have got number 2, your 10th house, which is your career and your direction. And this is interesting. So for you, what are you thinking about your career and your direction, Libra? What is it that you think about this area of your life? Because the universe is kind of pointing to this at the moment and kind of saying, well, okay, the sun and Mercury are here working together, and when you have the sun and Mercury form a conjunction, this is kind of like an expansion of an idea, or whatever we're thinking is kind of blessed or assisted with the sun in some way, and this is around your career and your direction in life. So think carefully this month, because the universe is helping you. Now finally, around the new moon, the full moon, not the new moon, we're not there yet, getting ahead of myself. Around the full moon we're going to have a stellium, which is circled in green at the bottom of the chart. Now stelliums don't happen often, and when they do, we kind of really should take notice, because what we've got going on is 3 different energies or more, all under the same influence of one particular sign. So it's like one particular sign is boss right now, and that sign is basically influencing all the energies of the planets that are involved. Now this month we're going to have Mars, which is about determination, a representation of our anger and how we get through life and our aggression. We've also got Uranus, which is about unexpected change, but different unexpected changes to Pluto. Uranus is unexpected, Pluto is kind of like slow and transformational. So we've got unexpected change, and we've also got the North Node, which isn't a planet, which is not an energy, quote unquote, it's a point of the moon, but the North Node does represent our direction, basically. The North Node is where we should be going. So you can see that circled here in green where I've got number 1, and Taurus is basically basically influencing all these guys. So what this translates to is really, what kind of direction are you going in? What do you possibly need to make some unexpected changes with, or this could just happen for some of us? And how are you going to be motivated to get through this? And this, for you, Libra, is to do with your finance or money, because where this is sitting for you is up where we've got number 3 and the arrow. Now, this isn't your personal finance. This is money that you share. So it's partly yours. So when we look at the 8th house and we think of finances that fall here, it's things like debts, taxes, shared property that we may have. This is also generally the house or area of life that deals with death and rebirth. So it's not like literal death. It's oftentimes something falls away from life and then something else new comes in. So it's like the cycle of life kind of area. So for you, the universe is kind of pointing you to this direction and kind of asking you, what unexpected changes are you going to make in your direction with, you know, your shared finances, your shared area of life, your debts, your taxes, your property, or even anything that needs to basically leave your life to allow something new to come in. Now, the sign is key, as I said, Taurus. Taurus is boss right now, and Taurus is about the long term. This is not a sign that rushes at all. This is a sign that really plans well for the long term. So the message is kind of long term. What are you going to do in these areas, even if some kind of unexpected change needs to happen right now? So that's what I see for you mid-month. So by the time we get to the end of the month and we have the new moon, which is going to be in Leo at 5 degrees over on the chart here, we've got the new moon chart. We've got the sun and the moon circled in pink, both at 5 degrees. This is what gives us a new moon. These two energies are now side by side. They are no longer opposite. So the energy now is about new cycles. And for you at this point, the sun is going to be in Leo. And so it's around your hopes, your dreams, and your friendships and your networks. So up where we've got number 1 and the arrow, it's the 11th house for you. Now, this area of life, it is predominantly to do with our hopes and dreams and what we want and, you know, what we aspire to, but people fall here as well. And these are normally helpful people, people that we have some kind of connection with, that's not non-romantic, I'm going to say, because this isn't really a house of romance. This is like non-romantic connections with people that are helpful, that we really get on with. So this is even people that we meet on social media that we've never met face to face, but we really get on with them, co-workers, people that we network with, and so forth. So a new cycle could be happening here in your life, or the universe is directing you here, because the new moon will be here as well. So as we end the month and we move into August, when it comes to this new cycle for yourself, Libra, what are you thinking about in this part of your life? Because the universe is assisting you here. If we look at the chart circled in green, we've still got the Taurus stellium. You know, it's hanging around all month. By the time we get to the new moon on the 28th, you know, it's still there. So the universe is still talking to you about the unexpected changes, the direction and motivation, what you may need to deal with your debts, your taxes, any property that you share, or anything that basically needs to leave your life to allow something new to come in. It's asking you, or the universe is asking you, to think seriously about this, to think about the long term, to plan well, and to basically use that Taurus energy. So that's how the month will close out for you, and this stellium will follow through to August. So finally then, Libra, where everybody in the universe is going to have 2 opportunities to kind of heal this month, or 2 planets assisting us with this. And around the 20th of July, we're going to have Chiron, which is an asteroid. This is not a planet, technically, this is an asteroid. And he is what we call the wound healer. He deals with where we need to heal and how we need to heal. Now, he's going to form a retrograde in the sign of Aries. And for you, this is around your serious commitments, your serious relationships, marriage, partnerships, and legal matters. Now, this is your 7th house, and this is the area that does deal with relationships that are romantic with people. You know, if we have serious romantic relationships with people, they would fall here, but also people that we're committed to, whether it be in business or some other way that is non-romantic, this also falls here as well. So when a planet forms a retrograde, or an asteroid, in this case Chiron, what that energy is doing is basically bringing us back to a situation, person, place, or thing to deal with, or think about, or manage again. And for you, it's that area of your life that I mentioned. Now, what's assisting us all, and particularly for Libra in this area of your life, is the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet that brings luck, fortune. You know, he will expand everything that he touches, and he is forming a retrograde in Aries as well, in this same area of your life of serious commitment, serious relationships, partnerships, marriage, and legal matters. So if there is something that you need to go back and heal or re-experience or deal with or smooth over in this part of your life, and you are a Libra, the universe is kind of supporting you right now to do that. So, you know, anytime from around the 20th towards the end of the month, you know, when they're forming these retrogrades, this would be a great time for you. So that's it, Libra. That is basically what I see for you this month. I hope that there was something here that was helpful for you for the month as we move forward. Please do give the video a like if you haven't already, if something was helpful for you. And by all means, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Why not? I would love to see you here again and give you another reading. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. And for anybody who loves astrology and wishes to do this kind of stuff and apply it to their own personal life, their own personal birth chart, do check the description box, do check Patreon, because I'm up there doing exactly that with anybody who wishes to apply this stuff more personally to themselves rather than just generally, so you can see how it actually would resonate for you and your chart. So have a wonderful month, Libra, and I will see you in August.